So y'all have been asking for the story time on this situation, and I cannot wait to share this with y'all. I'm gonna try to make it as short as I can because it is a lot of details that I have to include so y'all will really know what happened and the backstory behind it, because I see a lot of comments like, oh, it was just words, da da da, why you doing all of that over words? At the end of the day, you don't disrespect nobody's child, and that's what it boils down to. You started stalking me over me making treats, and it boiled all the way up into this, into you mentioning my child and then stalking me on social media. Okay, but let me get into the story time. All right, so pretty much I was talking to this guy who's a chef or whatever the case, who makes some good food, and pretty much I bought a plate from him, and come to find out, I guess that's his ex or whatever the case. So the food was amazing, so I was like, okay, I do desserts, I do treats, we should start working together or whatever to make money for everybody, because Tampa is small, you know what I'm saying? We can really make a killing out here, right? So me and him start working together. He started giving me ideas on stuff I can do to make my treats better. I start giving him the same advice on stuff that can make his food better or whatever. We bouncing ideas off each other, just business stuff or whatever. But you know, stuff started getting a little complicated or whatever, and he did start liking me or whatever. So you know, we start kicking it or whatever the case, and I guess that made her mad. Of course, who wouldn't get mad? So I started noticing that these pages around her names kept following me and kept watching my page. So I was like, okay, let me just go ahead and block this, because for one, if your treats are good and you used to do them with him in the past, and that's the reason why you're stalking my page, if they are really that good, then you would not be worried about the next person that's doing the same thing that you're doing. Why are you so concerned about what I'm doing? You so mad. Like, for what? Okay. So I proceed to block her in all of her pages. So then she follows me on, or she adds me on Threads, the Instagram little thing, and says that I'm weird. So I'm like, okay, how am I weird and you're the one that's following me? Like, girl, I don't have time to play no games with you or whatever. She's talking about something, tag me or shut up. Okay. So I proceed to respond, and I say this, like, girl, you're literally going back and forth with me for what? What are you really mad for? You have 20 followers, 9 whole followers, and you're at me because I do treats, something that you've seen that is similar to yours. Girl, what if I got the idea off of TikTok? Everybody is making cupcakes. Everybody makes treats. Literally. Like, you really doing too much. So, boom, addressed. Like, what are we doing? Like, literally, everything that I post, you are quick to respond, quick to comment on it. For what? For what? What is your reasoning? Why are you so bothered by me? I don't understand. So then she proceeds to post this. You got my address, and she's pinning this to her profile so I can see and let me know if I really need that. Baby, you have my address, but you ain't pull up on me this whole time. Okay, but I'm scary. Okay. Then I started hitting little low blows, because for one, you don't have a car, you still live with your mother, you have how many kids, and you still live with your mom, disrespecting her household, doing stuff that you know you're not supposed to be doing up and out your mama's house. Like, let's be for real, I am grown. I have kids of my own that I take care of. You have kids that you don't even take care of, but you quick to mention somebody's kids, and I'm gonna get to that later. Anywho, she said, oh, whatever, she would hate to waste her Uber fare to come up. I know you would, because you're broke. Okay, boom, this is just a little bit more context of her steady going back and forth, right? So boom, like I said, mention my son. My son is autistic, mind you, so he does not talk at all. He will maybe guide you or whatever to where he needs to go or what he wants, but he won't say a word. So for you to go through my history of my tweets to see that and then bring that up later, you are obsessed with me and you are a fan. So I told you, watch your mouth. That was the first warning. Then she proceeds to just keep going on and on and on. And at this point, after this one, I'm like, okay, I done told you to stop mentioning my son. You keep saying that you got my address and you so-called threatening to pull up on me. Okay, cool. So then the guy posts that he's making the pasta, right? So I was like, okay, let me just go over there and get me a plate or whatever, because we're cool. He don't never have no problem with me pulling up no other time. So let me just pull up and get me a plate of some pasta or whatever, right? So I pull up over there. Once I get over there, of course, I'm gonna knock on the door, as I always do, because like I said, I'm always over there and we do treats, whatever. So I pull up over there, I knock on the door. Here she come, pushing her head out the window, talking something, oh, your little here, or whatever the case. Why is she here? Why is she here? Yelling and screaming at him. So I'm like, okay, I already know what type of timing we finna be on. So he keeps trying to close the window or whatever to keep her inside and from talking to me. So she runs to the kitchen window, opens the window, still running her mouth through the window, doing all of this, that, and the third. Mind y'all, I'm real chill because I don't do that rapping back and forth. I know what I'm capable of, so I have no reason to sit here and go back and forth. You already threatened me. You was talking about my son, and then, you know what I'm saying, you still going on and on through this window. That's fine. You're still in the house though, scared. Like, you're not bothering me at all. So pretty much, just to speed this story up a little bit and end it, I mean, y'all know what happened next. Pretty much he was trying to go outside to serve the guy that was behind me and serving my food while keeping her in the house. She ended up bum rushing past him to run to me and attack me. Yeah, she ran up to me. So yeah, she got it. That's just that. Like, you started stalking me on social media behind this guy, then you find my address somehow through his phone somehow. Mind you, he is kind of playing both sides, and that's what I told him as well, because you told me that you wasn't messing with her. I would not have pulled up over here if I know y'all was still talking and y'all was still messing around, because I know she's been stalking me. You feel me? So for her to be there, it was honestly unexpected. I was just like, bro, let me just get my food, let me go. You know why I'm here type stuff. I didn't do none of that. So yeah, I mean, she got pretty much what she asked for. You ran up on me. You initiated all of that stuff online. So you got what you asked for. And that was just that. I asked him, can he send me the video? He doesn't want to because he doesn't want to be involved. But yeah, y'all, that's pretty much that. The first video got deleted because I guess I was cussing too much for TikTok. But yeah, thank y'all for watching my story time. Appreciate all the follows. I'll get back to y'all as soon as I can. It won't let me follow all of y'all back because there's so many of y'all, but I will go through today and follow all of y'all back. But yep, love y'all. Mwah.